Hello friends, welcome to my channel ELS English Literature Studies with Kaur Harpreet. Today my topic is about sonnet series, in which I would like to discuss about Richard Tottle's series, William Wordsworth, William Shakespeare, John Milton, John Donne, and even Elizabeth Barrett Browning. These will be discussed today. And in my previous video I have discussed about sonnet, about its rhyme scheme, and then Petrarchan sonnet is discussed, Shakespearean sonnet is also discussed, and how these two sonnets are different from each other. All these topics are already covered. Link will be provided in the description box. So let us start with today's video. Before starting video, I would like to discuss about the vogue of sonnets in England, which was set by Thomas Wyatt and Earl of Surrey, and videos related to these two poets are already discussed, and minor sonneteers are already discussed. So let us continue. So, after Thomas Wyatt and Surrey, we have Sidney. Then we have after Sidney we have Spenser. Then then we have Shakespeare in a sequence of 154 sonnets, which will be discussed right now. And these romantics revived the sonnet form after a long gap. And the more important of the romantic and Victorian sonnetists are Wordsworth, Byron, Keats, Elizabeth Robert Browning, right? And in the hands of these poets, the range of sonnet did not remain confined to the theme of love only. Rather, it was written on political and philosophical themes also, right? It was not confined to the theme of love only. And first of all, I would like to discuss about Tottle's miscellany. Actually, Richard Tottle was an English publisher, and the majority of his printing was centered on legal documents, but he is most known for a collection he edited and published in 1557 called as Songs and Sonnets. It is also known as Tottle's miscellany, right? It was the first printed anthology of English poetry, and it was published in 1557 in London by him, and it ran to many editions in the 16th century. And Richard Tottle is still praised for his work on this and many other works of English literature. Next we have Shakespeare. Shakespeare's sonnets are poems that he wrote on a variety of themes, and these are 154 sonnets that were first published altogether in 1609. These sonnets of Shakespeare cover themes such as passage of time, beauty, mortality, love, jealousy. All these are the themes which are discussed by him in these sonnets, right? And there are 6 additional sonnets that Shakespeare wrote, and he included these sonnets in the plays Romeo and Juliet, then Henry V, and Love's Labour's Lost. There is also partial sonnet found in the play Edward III. Then the first 126 sonnets are addressed to a young man, and the rest are addressed to a woman. And his sonnets are almost all constructed of 3 quatrains followed by a final couplet, and its rhyme scheme is already discussed, as I've told you. And sonnets, why his sonnets are known as Shakespearean sonnets, and these sonnets are also known as English sonnets and Elizabethan sonnets. These topics are already covered, right? And often at the end of the 3rd quatrain in Shakespeare sonnets occurs a turn where the mood of the poem shifts, and he expresses a turn of thought. Right after Shakespeare we have John Milton. John Milton was an iconic poet in his day, and his poems are still revered to this day, and many videos related to John Milton are already available on my channel. There is a playlist on John Milton. If you are interested, you can click on that also, right? Milton's passion for literature is very clear, that in every sonnet and every poem he writes, he was praised by writers such as Wordsworth and Thomas Hardy, and he continues to be a source of inspiration of aspiring writers today, right? Next we have Philip Sidney. Philip Sidney's Astrophel and Stella is an English sonnet sequence, and it was published in 1598, which was addressed to his beloved, right? and it contains 108 sonnets and 11 songs. Its name Astrophel is derived from two Greek words, Esther and Phil, means star and lover, and the Latin word stella meaning star. Thus, Astrophel is the star lover and Stella is his star. This work is considered as the finest Elizabethan sonnet cycle after Shakespeare's sonnet. Then we have holy sonnets, or also known as the divine meditation or divine sonnets, right? And these sonnets are a series of 19 poems by our English poet John Donne, and these are based on religious theme, and the year of publication is 1633. In these sonnets, John Donne addresses divine judgment, divine love, religious themes of mortality, and humble penance, while reflecting deeply personal anxieties. The sonnet was a popular form of poetry during the Romantic period, and in this period, William Wordsworth wrote 523 sonnets. He had a belief that poetic style should be as simple and as sincere as the language of everyday life, and it should focus on elemental feelings, right? William Wordsworth sometimes wrote his poems in a series focused on a period of history or cultural event, and his sonnets, his ecclesiastical sonnets, chronicle the Catholic Church and the Church of England. These are typical of his endeavors, right? And when we talk about theme, his themes of his sonnets are miscellaneous, religious, and mystical also. Then we have our last poet, that is Elizabeth Barrett Browning, Sonnets from the Portuguese. It is a collection of love sonnets by Elizabeth Barrett Browning, which was published in 1850. And the poet's reputation rests largely upon these sonnets, and these sonnets constitute one of the best known series of English love poems, right? Actually, Elizabeth Barrett Browning presented this volume. It comprises 44 sonnets. She presented these sonnets to her husband, Robert Browning, a very well known poet, in 1847, a year after they secretly eloped to Italy, right? And the poems record the early days of their courtship. So, friends, this is all about today's video. In my next video, I will discuss some MCQs which are based on sonnets, and MCQs based on epic and poetry all are discussed. If you're interested, you can check those videos also. And if you like the content, please hit the like button, share and subscribe my channel. And if you're new on my channel, please hit the bell button so that you can get notifications from my upcoming videos. Thanks a lot for watching.